Hello, welcome to my channel, Crafty Fox DIYs. In this video, I have some really pretty vintagey decoupage DIYs for you. Okay, let's get into it. For this first project, I am using these tag wood cutouts that I got from Dollar Tree. Well, this was actually, I had the 2-pack tags, but one of them had a mermaid on there and there was no way I could remove the mermaid. So what I did was just took a wood round and cut out another tag using the other one as a template. See, there's the one with the mermaid on it. So this way I used one from the Dollar Tree thing, and then the other one is just a wood round that I use my X-Acto knife to cut out to match. And now I'm taking this colored moss by Waverly Chalk Paint, and I am giving each of my tags a coat of paint with that paint. I'm painting both the front and the back of these tags. I'm just using my hairdryer here to dry the paint up faster. Okay, I'm going to paint the back, and I'm just using a wooden dowel rod in the hole in the tags to hold them in place as I paint them. That just made it easier to be able to paint them without them moving around so much. Okay, and then I have this decoupage paper. I got this from Temu. It's a really nice pack with some beautiful vintage pictures in it. And I'm just very carefully going real close to the edge and just tearing the paper so that way it has like a torn edge. But like I said, I want it really close to the edge, really carefully, so that way, this is really sped up, but I really took my time and went real slow to do it to make sure that I didn't accidentally tear into the picture or anything. So I have one that is Santa Claus, and then this one here is like sheet music. And then I'm just going to take my Mod Podge and I'm going to adhere the images to my tags using the Mod Podge. So just take my paintbrush and then just put a moderate coat of Mod Podge on the tag, and then I just press my picture down. I believe I called this decoupage paper, but I believe it is scrapbook paper. And each of the pages is 5 by 7. I believe that's the measurements. Don't hold me to it, but I believe that's the measurements. And then I just put a layer of Mod Podge on top of the picture just to seal it and make sure that it's nice and protected. Then I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. Just put on my Mod Podge and then press my image down and then put a layer of Mod Podge over top. And then get those good and dry before I move on to the next step. Okay, and there you have those. Okay, now I'm going to put my tags together. I'm determining my placement here. And then I wanted to decide if I was going to use this ribbon or not. And I decided I didn't like that ribbon. So I don't use that ribbon to put in the holes in the tags, but I do take some hot glue and glue the tags down in place where I want them. This is the position that I want them to stay in. So I just went ahead and did that. And then I'm going to take that ribbon out, and instead I'm going to use some jute twine, and I'm going to thread that through, and this is how I'm going to make my hanger for the tag. But you could also use this just as a shelf sitter or stander, I guess, which is probably what I'm going to be doing with it. And I still wanted to use this ribbon on there. It's Buffalo Check and has little snowflakes on it. I also got it at Temu, but I'm just going to use it as a bow on my tag. So I'm taking this greenery. I got a big old pack of this greenery from Temu, and then I'm just going to put some of these little pine picks on there and glue those down, and then glue my bow on top. And then also some of these red berries. These came in the pack with the greenery that I got from Temu. There was all different kinds of pine in there, and then these not really nice red berries. Then I'm going to take some Mod Podge and I'm going to brush that onto my greenery and my berries. And then I'm also going to sprinkle on some faux snow that I got from Dollar Tree. So once I get all of the Mod Podge on there, then I just sprinkle on my faux snow, and then it'll stick to that Mod Podge. Then I just shake off my excess. I always do it into a container so that I can save it and nothing gets wasted. And there's that. So pretty. Okay, now for this next one, I'm using these candles. Now I got these at Kroger for like 80 cents, but you can get these at Dollar Tree all the time. And these did have stickers on there, but I just soaked them for a little while, and then I was able to get them off, and then I cleaned up the stickiness that was left on the jars using some Goo Gone. And then I had these other images that were in the same pack that I got the other ones in, the scrapbook paper. And I am just using my Mod Podge to adhere those to these candles. And both of these images are little girls with their winter coats on out in the snow. And so I'm taking the Mod Podge and I am also going onto the snow that is in the picture and putting the Mod Podge where the snow is and then sprinkling on faux snow on top. And then, like I said, I do have 2 of these that I'm making. I'm going to take this ribbon and I am going to wrap that around the top. It's going to overlap where the picture is. And then I'm going to take a little bow. Since the ribbon is red, I'm using a green bow. This came from a pack from Dollar Tree. You get both red and green ribbons in the pack. And there are both of my candles. Okay, now for this third one, I have these white tile. You can get these sold separately at just about every hardware store, but I was lucky enough to get mine for free. So I'm just going to trace out my tile onto these pieces of scrapbook here, and they're just snowy scenes that I'm using. I'm not using the sledding one there. I'm using the ones with the houses and the little vehicles on it. That's what I'm going to be putting on these, and you could use these for coasters if you wanted to. You could seal them so that they would be safe for condensation, but instead I'm going to be using mine to be hung as ornaments or on a wall. So I'm using this baker's twine, and I am going to glue that onto the back of my tiles. And then I'm also going to take, this is just a brown paper sack, and I'm going to cut it to fit on the back so the back is nice and finished. And then if I do decide to use it as a coaster, it will provide some protection to the surface that the coaster is sitting on. And just hot glue that right on there, and we're good to go. Okay, let's take one final look at all of these projects.
Snow is falling bright white. Twinkle lights ignite the night. Joy is in the air, take flight. Families gather round tonight. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas cheer. Merry Christmas, merry time of year so dear. Cookies baking warm and sweet. Mistletoe where love is meet. Carols sung on every street. Seasons making time.
Okay, that's all for this video. Let me know which one of these decoupage DIYs was your favorite. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Complete. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas cheer. Merry Christmas, merry time of year so dear. Cookies